So, hi Disha, how are you?
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you, sir?
I am fine. Thanks for asking. Okay, so tell me something about yourself.
First of all, I would like to say thank you for giving me this opportunity so that I can introduce myself in front of you and in this organization. Myself, Disha Kharayat. I'm from Pithoragarh, Uttarakhand. I've been graduated in 2020 with by Bachelor of Arts, and currently I'm pursuing masters in sociology. And my experiences are I have worked previously. I've tutored in home, and also I've joined the institute called this M Square Public School, and I've been teaching there for since some time. And
Okay.
my strengths are I'm very punctual, and I have this passion of teaching, and I feel I have this ability to make things easy and lucid so that students could understand better. I can make people comfortable and understand things in a better way so that they become comfortable and teacher and students can share their problems with me. And I'm quite innovative by my achievement in schooling. I've participated in National Science Congress, and in that 2 times I've participated and achieved. In the first, I've achieved state level. I've participated till state level, and secondly, I've gone through this national level. Then,
Great.
and I'm also, and this is an achievement. And also, whenever the students, whomever I've taught, they always told me that whatever I teach them, they get it very good and they gain good marks. And also my achievement is they have developed this interest in social studies. So these are my achievements.
Okay.
Thank you,
Perfect,
sir.
Disha. Okay, perfect. So, Disha, why only teaching? You have multiple options, like in particular, apart from teaching also. Then why do you want to go for teaching?
So it is my passion. I feel when I teach somebody and they get to know whatever I've taught, this give me a certain kind of relief, and it works as therapy for me. So I love teaching. So that is why I want to pursue it as career too.
Okay, perfect. Take care. Okay, so Disha, what do you know about Byju's?
Byju's is the largest edtech company in India today, and it has been developed in 2011 by Mr. Byju Ravindran and Divya Gokulnath ma'am. And they were the entrepreneur who started this industry, and it is the largest growing right now. And its revenue, it around the last financial year revenue was approx 2,000 crore.
Okay, perfect. Take care.
Yes,
Tell me
and
some unique features of Byju's.
the unique features of Byju's are, first of all, it has this it is both beneficial for teachers as well as students. For this student, it has basically launched this new feature of two teachers, means a doubt solver and a teacher. And for this, and also it has became a very it has very wide scope in for teachers also, like it is hiring senior tutors, academic specialists, and BDA, means it is giving employment to many skilled one which are not getting it directly, but it is also serving for our country so that it could somewhere help in growing the GDP at all and employment also.
Okay, perfect. Take care. Apart from that, any
And
feature you want to mention?
yes, also I like Byju's initiative. Like in 2020, they had this initiative. In this, they used to say if like I'm having the smartphone which is older and I'm not using it, so I can give it to Byju's and they can just refurbish it and download their courses in it and give it to the child who cannot reach it, like the remote area child and underprivileged child. So that is a feature I liked about Byju's.
Okay. Tell me a few companies that Byju's have acquired recently.
It is first is this grade up, which I know
Mhm.
because these the two industries which were very big, means the renowned that was Akash Institute and
Mhm.
grade up, and one is some it was also, means I'm unable to recognize these two names. It was similar kind of. So these two are very big, which I know from my childhood, and it
Mhm.
has been acquired. So obviously it Byju's will have a broad base. I can think about that.
Okay, perfect. Take care. So Disha, now it's time for a live demo. Okay, so whatever
Yes.
topic you have prepared, just give me a live demo on that topic.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay, so myself Disha, and I'm here. I'm going to discuss the topic named the Indian Constitution. Okay, so before starting the topic, I will start with an example. Suppose you are standing in a field and you see a boy holding a bat and hitting a ball. So what would you think? What game he must be playing? He must be playing cricket, right? Yes, but if the ball goes out of the boundary, it is 4 or 6. If it does not go out of the boundary, he may take a run, or if the fielder catches it, he may be out, right? So what are these? These are some basic rules and regulations through which cricket game is played. Same happens with football, or we can say school. What happens in school? You wear this uniform, there you have to dress certain way, we have to cut your hair certain way. Why are these rules and regulation made? These are made so that you can function, and you can function in a smooth way, and the environment could be chaotic free. So our society itself is very broad. Will it also need something like to govern it, right? So here comes in picture the constitution. What is constitution now? It is a written document in which all the laws and policies are mentioned, how our country should work and function smoothly, so that our country could function smoothly. And constitution can be written in one day? No, it is not. It was not written in one day. It was a process of 3 years, and approx 300 people came together in constituent assembly and have wrote that constitution. And the constitution was wrote like this. Okay, our constitution, India's constitution, is the lengthiest written constitution, so we cannot summarize it in 10 minutes or so, but we will just see the main basic features through, because if we'll not include this, constitution will not be called constitution. Okay, so these are basically 5 to 6 features we will look. Okay, so just to understand what is constitution actually contain. So first is federalism, second is this parliamentary form of government, third is the separation of power, fourth are fundamental right, and fifth is the secularism. We'll come one by one. Like, what is federalism? Federalism is the power is not contained in one hand, like it is not authoritative government. The power is divided in center, state, and the panchayati raj system. So we can see in center, what is it in center? Center contain a list called union list, and state is a state list, and there are some subject in which both state and center could make the laws, that are concurrent lists. Like concurrent is like education, both center and state can make laws, and this is federal system. What is separation of power? Like there are three. When our country needs laws to be implemented, right? So there are three components through which it can be implemented, like the legislative, executive, and judiciary. What is the role? Legislative makes law, executive execute the law, and the process these laws are executed and how they will help us or not, or are they not violating our fundamental right, it will be looked by judiciary. So this is the balance of checks and balance. So okay, and the third is parliamentary form of government. It means that checks and balance are there, that executive is always responsible to legislative, and its sections are always responsible to execute legislative. Okay, the fourth is fundamental right. Fundamental rights are the conscience of constitution, because it was the most which we required in the previous times in India. We were lacking with this fundamental rights only. We were deprived of fundamental right, and in this century we crave for fundamental right only. So fundamental rights are of 6 types, and these fundamental rights only define that how we are today. All the cases are filed in judiciary. Everything is because of fundamental right. We will study further fundamental right in more detailed way. And the sixth is secularism. What is secularism? Secularism means you are secular. Our state is independent of the religion. We cannot, our government cannot differentiate between two religions. Like we support Muslims and we do not support Hindus, or vice versa. This cannot happen. This is secularism. These all are the ideals of our constitution. If these ideals will not be in a functionable way, or will not go lucidly, so our constitution, our country will hamper, and these all makes the Indian constitution. And further we will discuss in detail in other classes. For this, this is the short and crisp summary of the constitution. Thank you.
Okay, perfect, Disha. Now we'll head to our next section, that is the question answer round. Okay, so I'll be
Yes,
asking question answer from different domains. You try your best to give the answers. Okay,
sure.
so my first question to you is, tell me who is the chairman of drafting committee?
B.R. Ambedkar was the drafting committee chairman, sir.
And what is the job role of the chairman of drafting committee?
He will just make a rough sketch of constitution. Like B.R. Ambedkar is also known as the father of constitution. So he has studied this very well. He has studied about 300 countries constitution. Then our constitution was drafted. So it was just a rough sketch. How should it look?
Okay. Okay. Define a difference between sovereignty and secularism.
So sovereignty is nothing, nobody is above us. Like before 1950, before the Republic Day, we were not sovereign. We were the dominion of Britain. They used to make laws for us and we used to function. But now we are sovereign. Our country, our government is responsible for all the laws and policies made for us. But on the other hand, secularism is related with religion. That state should not come and interfere with religion. So that is it. That basic difference.
What is PIL? And if someone wants to file the PIL, then what is the procedure?
So PIL is basically the public litigation. It is a public litigation. So we have to directly file PIL. PIL could be related to, like, when your fundamental rights are hampered, but not individual. It should be a public litigation. It should be related to a public sector. So we can file PIL in Supreme Court or High Court.
Can you give me any example?
So PIL, like I can say of this Sabrimala case.
Sabrimala case. Okay. So, like, give me a rough example in common, like when a person can file PIL. Give me an example like that. Don't give me any real-time example.
Okay. Like if if I consider I'm a girl, right? If something happens in a large domain with girls, and whether it is related to workplace or somebody, and it is hampering most of the girls, so we can file a PIL and go to Supreme Court or High Court by saying this. If publicly is hampered, not individual, but it is basically hampered. So
okay, is there any rules and regulations that PIL should be filed in High Court or Supreme Court first and then go to higher level, anything like that?
Not sure, but I think it is. We can go to we can file it anywhere, because it is also related to rights only. So yes, we can file it. Not sure about that.
Okay, cool. Okay, so what do you know about independent judiciary?
Independent judiciary. Our judiciary is independent. Means our judiciary basically is integrated in independent judiciary. Means we first I'll explain what is independent, right? Legislative and executive and judiciary, they cannot interfere in their work. Like laws are made, they cannot say judiciary that you should make this law or you should make. Judiciary is independent of itself. It is not under pressure of anything. So this is independent judiciary, sir.
Okay, perfect. Tell me any country that is not following democracy as of now. Any country name that you remember.
Democracy. I would say China. It is not China. Wait, the South Korea. I'm sorry, North Korea. North Korea.
Okay, so what are they following right now?
It is more of monarchy, I guess.
Monarchy.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Tell me, what is union list?
Union list is the list in which center can make laws. Means like defense. Yeah, like defense, communication, and national security. Like these subjects come under union list.
Okay, so that power only central has, or state government can also give some suggestions?
No, can give suggestion, but it is upon, means it is just advisory, means they can take or not. It is not mandatory to take suggestions.
So who is the concerned person who takes decision on this union list?
Union list, our parliament.
Only parliament?
Yeah, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha together. Yes, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and President together.
Okay, so do they take advice from Prime Minister and Presidents also regarding the union list? Yes,
Prime Minister itself is the part of legislative and executive. So yes, he is already involved in that, sir.
Okay, perfect. What is federation?
Federation is basically this difference in the power of state and center. This is federation. Like we are federal. I mean, states rules are different, and union rules are different, but we are quasi-federal. We are not a total federal government. We are quasi-federal. Ours is the mixture of union and the state, but union prevails in some cases, like in emergency, we can say.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Tell me something about judicial review.
So judicial review is done by Article 32 by Supreme Court and Article 226 by High Court. Now, what is judicial review? Like, it is mainly basically related to fundamental rights, the Part 3. If your fundamental rights are hampered and you have to directly go, if there is something, government is make some law and it is hampering your fundamental rights, so you can directly go to the court. This law is hampering my fundamental rights, and Supreme Court by Article 32 will check it either it is doing or not, and judicial review will be done on that particular law.
Okay, okay. Now tell me something about all the spheres: stratosphere, mesosphere, lithosphere. So define all the spheres in sequence.
So, okay, stratosphere. Lithosphere is this. Wait, can I take 1 second?
Sure.
These are the atmospheric compositions. Okay, so we go by troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, and ionosphere and exosphere. What is troposphere? Is the lower. It is up to 8 kilometer approx. Then after that comes the stratosphere, then comes mesosphere, and then comes ionosphere. Everything, the climate and what is happening is to be taken in troposphere, and above that it is stratosphere. The plains, and it is having less interference of winds and all. So climate, like the things which we say, like aeroplanes move there only. And the ionosphere, we take radio signals over there, and exosphere is the hottest layer, so it also takes signals only, the radio waves, and after that it is universe.
Okay, define types of rocks.
Rocks are basically of 3 types: the igneous rocks, sedimentary rock, and metamorphic rocks. And what are igneous rock? Igneous rocks are which we get directly from the lava. Means the lava comes out, and the rocks which hardened then is called igneous rocks. And after that, when it is crystallized, means after pressure and temperature, it developed to metamorphic rocks. And then happens this sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks comes from sediment, like the river flows, and whatever sediments is collected over there, it forms a rock, and sedimentary rocks are formed.
Okay, define tectonic plates.
Plate tectonics means we can check it by, like, if I give an example, like in starting we were divided into Gondwana plate and this Eurasia plate. Like it happened with plate tectonic theory only, that plate tectonics are beyond it, through which our earth moves. So these are plates, means through which this boundary moves.
Okay, perfect. Tell me, why do the earthquake occurs? What is the main reason of earthquake?
Occurrence of earthquake basically occurs because of this plate tectonics only. When our plates when inside the earth, the plates somewhere they collide with each other, then this earthquake takes place.
Okay, tell me some significance of
Himalayas.
Yes.
Okay. First of all, it creates a boundary for us. Like Himalayas, our India is basically surrounded by all the sides with this physical features only. Above we have Himalayas, and downside we have oceans and coastals and the Thar desert at the west. Right. So what does Himalayas do? First, mainly it is a border. It prevents. First of all, it prevents the attacks which happen easily. Everybody could not attack us. And the second feature is obviously the wind system. Like the westerlies wind would come, and our system would be very, very cold at that time. So Siberian winds, it prevents us from the Siberian winds.
Okay. Define something about subsistence farming.
Subsistence farming is the farming where we farm just for a basic living. We do not do it intensively for a commercial thing. We just do it for basic needs and eating, like that. Means basic need.
Okay. Which part of India is related to Gondwana land?
Gondwana. So the peninsular part.
Only the peninsular part?
Yes, and the Meghalaya, this Meghalaya part also.
Okay, ठीक है. Define golden fiber.
Golden fiber is basically jute. It is synthetic and having this color of golden fiber, so it is called golden fiber.
It is basically jute only. Type of
Yeah.
jute.
Yes, type of jute, I
Okay.
would say.
Okay. Define Chilka Lake. What is Chilka Lake? Yeah, where is Chilka Lake?
Chilka Lake is in Odisha.
Okay. So define
It
something
is a
about that
wetland
lake,
site.
from where it flows
It is
and
a
from where it goes.
Chilka Lake. It is in Odisha, near to Mahanadi, and I think it is also a wetland.
Wetland. Okay. Define something about viticulture.
Viticulture is related to grapes.
Grapes. Can you please elaborate a bit?
Means like the production and taking care of this grapes system. The means farming grapes is only known as viticulture. Like
Achha.
vegetable is known as horticulture. So like this only grapes. When you plant grapes, it is plantation of grapes, viticulture.
Define quarrying.
So quarrying.
Yes.
I'm not sure, but it is related to mining. Means the surface mining is known as is kind of this quarrying.
Okay. Take it. Tell me something about some meaning of Himadri. What does Himadri means?
Himadri is basically related to Himalayas, and the snowfall portion is known as Himadri. When the snow is collected, the portion of greater Himalayas where the snow is collected is only known as Himadri.
That's all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me about some famous lakes in India.
Lakes. So Chilka Lake, Loktak Lake, and there is one lake, not remember. It is the
You can just
hanging
name the
lake.
lake and just mention where it is situated.
Okay. Loktak Lake in Manipur, and
Manipur.
Chilka
Okay.
Lake in Odisha.
Okay.
And lakes. One second, sir. Nainital, Bhimtal, these are all lakes in Uttarakhand.
Okay.
And in the Sarovar Lake in Rajasthan.
Okay.
And I'm not able to recognize much.
Okay. Okay. Tell me some part of India that is famous for producing some mineral, any mineral.
So this Dhanbad area, Chota Nagpur area is very
Which
famous
mineral?
for every kind of mineral. Like if we say iron production is over there, manganese production.
Apart from Dhanbad, can you recall any name?
Copper. So Dhanbad, the belt of this Chota Nagpur plateau and the Karnataka belt also contain. Karnataka belt is also famous for this industry and this mineral resources. Because
Okay.
it is the peninsular part and igneous rocks is being always there. So because of that, these areas only minerals are mainly found.
Now speak for 2 minutes about global warming, whatever you know.
Global warming is a phenomena which is, I think, the most sudden part which will occur in coming future. Global warming is not just heating of atmosphere now. It has become something big, very big. Like because of global warming, the glaciers are melting. The melting of glaciers will somewhere lead to increment of this. I would say ocean water, right? And it may also first losses. This we will lose a Himalaya, this ice cap. We are losing that, and on the other end, our ocean water level is increasing. So it is increasing. It will also lead to floods over there. So, and what are the causes of global warming? Global warming is caused by the pollution, the carbon content, the carbon content, or the CFC gas which are coming from our house, or whatever, the ashes, the chemical factory, or everything is responsible for global warming. And we can save this from our trees only, but we are cutting down trees and everything. So, and being a developing country, we cannot ignore our developments also, because we are developing country. We are not developed, that we will also need this all things over there. But we have to come in this basic manner. We have to make some hard rules and regulations so that we can control in such a way, like the Kejriwal in Delhi has given this odd and even rule. Either it was not complete past system, but it is also initiative, like the smoke tower system we has made there in Delhi, smoke tower, that is also helping somewhere in curbing down the pollution. So these should be implemented very good. And even that this we should give laws, and some regulations should be given to basically the industries also. So how much they should consume and what should they do, means so that we can fight from global warming.
Okay, okay. So now I think the question answer round is done here, and now we'll move to our next section of the interview. First thing I want to ask is, suppose I'm giving you 1 crore rupees and I'm making you the CEO of Byju's for one day. What change would you like to make so that Byju's can grow more in India? What one change you'll make from that 1 crore rupees?
1 crore rupee, what change I would like to make?
You have to make Byju's grow by any way.
Okay, I think I'll cross check the system which is going on if I get one day chance, because being a CEO, it is for them, it would be very difficult to see whatever. But if I get one day, I will first examine because every system cannot be directly, means very fluid. So I will check everything which is over there. For one day, I'll give my this whole time in checking what are the flaws in this system, and with minute flaws. It is not flawful at all, but
Forget about
if there
flaws.
are any
Forget the flaws as of now. Whatever you know about Byju's till now, till date, okay? From that, think of something and tell me what one change you'll make.
Okay, like Byju's is trying to get its hold in global market also, right? So I
Okay.
would like to, one day I'll just go in the global markets and try to associate with all the edutech companies which are in global level also, and talk to them, and try to merge or try to get connected and develop our reach, like that we could connect, and globally we could develop furthermore, and not just not remain to India only, and we can get this scope to all over the global level.
Okay, take it. You know that Shah Rukh Khan is a brand ambassador of Byju's, right? He's
Yes.
doing advertisement for Byju's. Apart from Shah Rukh
Yes,
Khan, which name comes to your mind if I think about brand ambassador of Byju's?
apart from Shah Rukh Khan.
Yes, any name that comes to your mind that can be a better brand ambassador than Shah Rukh Khan.
Which is working over there, or we should take somebody like that? What are you asking for?
Any name that comes to your mind that can be a better brand ambassador than Shah Rukh Khan.
Okay, I think
Yes.
Amitabh Bachchan.
Amitabh Bachchan is a better brand ambassador. If you consider his name, it can be better profitable for Byju's, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So, Disha, I would like to mention one more thing. In this particular profile of academic specialist, we generally have a bond, and bond can be of 4 years also. So, for 4 years, you have to stick with Byju's, okay? Because you'll sign a bond before coming to Byju's. So, are you okay with working with Byju's for next 4 years in a bond?
Yes, sir. Why not?
But the condition
Yes,
is
sir. Why
if
not?
you but the condition is if you break the bond at any point of time, then you will have to pay 10 lakh rupees as a compensation to Byju's because you are breaking the bond after signing. So are you okay with it?
Yes, sir. Because this is my interest. I find Byju's very good and very means, I think it is the most reputed. I would love to work in that, and I don't think in 4 years I'll get any this kind of problem. So I have to leave it. So I'm
But
fine with that, sir.
suppose if you have any family problem, any personal issues, and if you want to leave Byju's, in that case you'll have to pay 10 lakh rupees, be it any situation, any condition. There's no mercy on that. So are you okay with it?
Yes.
Because things can happen, na?
Yes.
Life is
Yeah, if
uncertain.
things
Anything
will
can
happen,
happen.
obviously I'll pay. Yeah, if such things happen and we are not cordial about that, I will pay that. I'll not run away from that situation, and I'll pay that if situation comes like that.
Okay. So Disha, in real life, who is the biggest inspiration to you? Forget about celebrities and all. Whoever the people which are surrounding by you, your family, your friends, anyone. So who is your biggest inspiration and why?
My father, I would say.
Why?
Because I've seen him growing from nothing to and building this house and making me educated, and even he has helped my uncles. They were nothing, but he has invested in them, and now they're teachers, and one is in in army. So I feel very proud of him that he was not nothing, but he has made this everything very good. So I feel that there is nothing like we cannot do and like that. So yeah.
Okay. Disha, what do you want to become in life? Like if I talk about after 10 years or 15 years might be, what do you want to be in life?
I see myself somewhere where somebody could look after me. Like they would say, I want to become like her and get motivated by me, whether it is in the field of teaching or anything else like that. So yeah.
Okay, Disha. Okay, perfect. So I think the interview is done here. Now we'll head to our feedback section of this interview. Okay. Guys, I hope आपको हमारा ये वीडियो पसंद आया होगा. अगर पसंद आया हो तो don't forget to like the video, share with your friends and subscribe our channel so that आपके लिए हम फ्यूचर में भी ऐसे innovative videos लाते रहे so that you can get help from all these videos. I'll see you soon in next video. Till that time, take care of yourself. Bye bye.